I'm the unit voting assistant officer. I actually get all information from installation, which is the Fort Bragg, and I actually disseminate it down to all our units. Well, we have a lot of units in theater, so therefore, everybody in Afghanistan, everybody in Kuwait, everybody in Egypt, I just give that information. But I am the liaison for the company and the battalion to ensure that all soldiers are registered to vote.
The thing that spoke to me about military voting is we have lower numbers as far as voter participation nationally. And sometimes it could be a bit confusing, and therefore having the information and providing it to a wider base will increase our voting.
I would say in former years, the questions would be, my vote doesn't count. This year, the questions are different. It's not that my vote don't count. And if I do hear that, I would say, you're right, it doesn't, because you're not voting. But now this year, in light of the whole presidential election process that's taking place, the question I get is, how can I get my ballot?
The first time that we do is we ask them where they're from, so they can find out which location they need to send their vote, the absentee ballots.
So our base actually just makes sure we're the voice for the Federal Voting Assistant Program. We ensure that all soldiers know how to manipulate the site. We get it to be user-friendly, and we help them in any questions they may have.
Absentee voting is by far the best for me, because that's when it really gets cranked up. I mean, we've been doing this voting initiative since January, when FF sent out the email and says, hey guys, we got to get everybody, the FPCA, to each service member by January 15th, at least disseminate it to them. We did that. But like anything else, as the momentum builds up, the participation builds up.
The importance is it's really part of the Army values, right? So we encourage soldiers to go out and vote, be part of the community. So that's really part of the Constitution, and that's what you raise your right hand to do, right? Support and defend the Constitution. The best way to do that is by voting.
We have something at the First TC called Voting Awareness Month, where we actually set up a table outside the headquarters and we interact with our soldiers. So all my voting assistant officers know that they need to have 100% contact. That is the #1 guidance I give everyone, meaning you went to talk to everyone in your section and talk about, are you registered?
To me, it has a huge impact. I think, my background is I'm from Africa, so voting is very rare, if even existent. So, this opportunity I cherish. My whole family cherishes this opportunity to vote.
Most of our soldiers, they're so busy with mission, so we kind of stop them and be like, hey, this is your right to vote. And that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest mission, to get everybody registered and aware that they can vote.
The most rewarding part of this work is being able to serve my community. I absolutely love being a spouse, and I absolutely love my community. In any capacity I can help a fellow spouse, soldier, or family member, I'm on board for it. I love it.